The moment I saw here, I was like, what is Kai'Sa gonna do right now? So just Q the wave push. Make her stay. Make her stay. Make her be like 1 HP into the lane. Or try to stop her equal. Anything, but don't just chill like this. Oh, I'm gonna chill. She's coming. She's coming. Don't just chill. And you all of a sudden you pushed. But you see, it was so delayed and the next wave just arrived. Look at this. The next wave is here. So what the biggest point in this game is you played Caitlyn so safe. Vegetarian Caitlyn, never hit them. Never, like very super safe. Super like don't hit them, play safe. I'm gonna scale. You can play Vayne if you wanna play like this. And Zilean is a very weak champion early game. The fact that you didn't know this, we didn't know how to assess the matchup very well. So be very careful with that. I would play more support if I was you. This is why your game sense can be bad. Because you don't have good understanding of the game. Okay, then we do this. Very good. Like you're killing this guy. Here, you can think about recalling already. Because you have, after this wave, you're going to have 360, which is 400. Which is a longsword. But if you decide to slow push this, this is not that bad. Because you will push the next wave and you will recall after so you can get more cash.
Okay.
Right, like now, if you push this, look at your base. You have Cal and Potion if you really want it. Or Pink or whatever. So you could, because you don't want, the reason why you don't want to stay in this lane is because of your HP. Kai'Sa comes with full HP, full mana. You have 450 HP. So you could consider recalling after pushing this wave and after crushing this wave. You stayed, which is fine, no problem. So now if you really want to stay, because I mean you have 560 HP, Kai'Sa looks, she didn't really heal so much, so you can look to stay, right? If you're Twitch, or if you're a champion that doesn't have so much early game power, you can recall. Like if I play Zeri right now and Kai'Sa farms under the tower, what can I do? Nothing. I can't punish. But now with Caitlyn, you have a massive wave into the tower. You have time to do something. If you want to recall, you can recall. If you want to ward, you can ward. If you want to pressure, you can pressure. The worst by far is pressure is recalling, because, as I said, you are chunked, but not that chunked really. Like you don't have, like if you're this HP, I would definitely recall, because I have a big wave into the tower and I will just recall. But with only 500 gold, I would look to stay and pressure. You don't need a word because you have full words in the jungle. And this is a Briar. It's a champion that, you know, he needs to full clear. He needs to get levels. So what you're about to witness is the most bronze 5 mistake you ever seen. We're playing Caitlyn. We can't play safe. You need to win the lane. Not always, because sometimes it's hard. You have Yuumi, they have Nautilus, Draven, you can't win the lane. But in most cases, when you pick Caitlyn, you want to be ahead. When I play Draven, and you tell me that my goal on Draven is to play for late game and scale, that's very bad. If you play Caitlyn, you don't play safe and scale. Only if you're forced. But now, you want to punish. Look at you, look at you. No, no. No, every time when this guy goes for a minion, boom, 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 trap in the tower, boom, boom, boom. How can she play the game? Like if I'm Pyke and I'm Pyke and I go mid and I press tab and I see that my AD carry, so we have huge AD carry gap matchup, huge support matchup. We have both counters. And we're even. I will type in the chat. Like, why do we play safe? Right? This is a big... There are moments where I feel like in the game, you played like Emerald, Diamond. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so good mechanically. But there are moments like this when I'm like, why? Why recall? When you can pressure, you can do something. And this is the moment. So bottom line is like this. You want to recall if it's good for you. But if you have a massive wave like this and you know they will just go for it and you're free, because 2 minutes and 23, your Ambessa just finished the second camp. Briar is on the Gromp or on the Krugs. He can't be here. You have full vision. You're 2v2. There is no reason for you to recall. If you have low HP, recall. If you have BF sword or a huge power spike, you can consider recalling. But when you play Caitlyn in a case where you can punish them for every minion, you really should. Let me see if I can find you a replay for that. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I have big minion. Look at this. Let's see. Is she gonna Q? She doesn't have the trap, so it's not completely crazy. But look, 3 hits on the tower. What the fuck can Draven do?
Yeah, he can't walk up.
He
If he
ca-
walks up, he's dead.
He can, and he's gonna like look at the Leona. She just, and now we push, and then what? After we push, I mean, would we recall? Depends on her goal, of course. But in this case, if she has enough HP to pressure, she will pressure. She's scared now because we're talking about the same HP, so Leona can all in.
Okay.
But when we're talking about full HP against low HP, you definitely need to pressure. Definitely need to pressure. Really, really important. And now they lose the push because it's Karma Leona. Okay. Yeah, crazy. Crazy hero just recall. So it's a big one. So let me just caps lock it. So we are having 2 waves in the tower. As Caitlyn. Enemy Kai'Sa is a bit chunked, and instead of staying and pressuring her for every single minion, we just autopilot recall. And then now, even worse, now you recall, the time that you have to recall. So right now, when you recall, if you recall right now, again, it's bad because we talked about why. But if you're low HP and she's this HP, you can recall right now. But for her, like let's say you are in the brush right now and you press B. This would be a great recall. Why?
She doesn't have time to push the next wave
Why?
because it's a cannon wave.
Okay. So for her, so let's say you're being right now. So let's say you're not here and you're in the brush. What should Kai'Sa do to punish you?
Stop my recall.
Okay, she could stop recall, but let's say she can't because the wave is coming into her, so she had to tank the wave.
Slow push.
So she will have to slow push. So you recall and she slow pushes?
No, fast push, I mean.
Fast push, perfect. So when you recall, what is she gonna do with this wave? So this wave moves into the tower. What is she gonna do?
Fast push.
Okay, so she will clear it. She can't fast push if it's in the tower. She just has to like last hit because you can't really use your everything on the wave in the tower because you're gonna miss a lot of minions. So you need to still get the last hits, right, of this wave. And then after she gets this wave, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minions. So after she takes this wave, what should she do after to punish you? Because you're in base at that time. What should she do?
He should recall.
Okay, so she could recall. Why?
So she can get like basically the same amount of gold spent, so she comes back to the lane with less of a difference in terms of items.
But why doesn't she push one more? To get more money.
Because she doesn't have time for it.
Why?
Before I come back.
Why?
Because before she is able to clear that whole wave, I'm already leaving the base.
Okay. So what happens if she's gonna push the next wave?
It'll be the same situation, but for me.
So how does she feel in that situation?
Stuck.
Okay, so it will be very bad. So then I wanna ask you, why does it matter that the next one is cannon wave or not?
I guess
So it's bullshit. It's not gonna matter. You always look for the cannon wave. But the distance between like that wave to come into the middle will take 20 seconds. 20. Whether it's a cannon wave, a ping pong wave, a Pokemon wave, or a non-cannon wave, it's 20 seconds. So it doesn't matter if it's a cannon wave. It can be if the distance between the middle of the lane and the next wave is far, like if it's below tier 2, you can always consider recalling. So your recall timings are very bad, and number 1 is because you're not pressuring off the minions. Number 2 is because you don't know when to recall. We will see very soon. We'll see very, very soon. Okay.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Let's see. Yeah, like now, you're recalling, but I was like, hey, you have big wave, punish. What can Zilean do? Bomb you with level 1? If you put a trap, like if he gets hooked, he's literally gonna lose all of his HP. So here, boom, recall. Look at this. They get so much farm.
Yeah.
So much farm. Crazy. Didn't stay and punish. And now you're pushing because they stopped you. And here I'll do the same. Should we recall first or should they recall first? Well, now, unfortunately, you got chunked, but it's still a good situation for you because you have a lot more range, so you can still punish them off these minions. The whole lane was the same story. You had minions, but you didn't punish with them. Now you're looking if the next wave is cannon. The next wave takes 20 seconds to get to middle of the lane. If she wants to punish you, she needs to push that wave. Let's say, so it's 20 seconds, the wave arrives here. Then she needs to push the wave. Let's say it's a non-cannon. If it's a non-cannon, she needs like, let's say 7 seconds. Like one and a little bit second for each minion. Plus the wave needs to travel to the tower. Of course, 5 seconds. You have 32 seconds to come back in the lane. So what I'm saying to you is if you really want to recall, which you shouldn't, because you have minions, you can pressure, you want to get BF sword, we want to stay for BF Sword. Yes, if you're low or forced to recall, you can recall. But if you can stay for BF Sword, you should stay. You have vision for the jungle, you're not gonna die of 2v2, then you should always consider staying for the BF Sword. But what I'm saying, if you're low and you really want to recall, you can recall. Because the next wave is far, it's still very far. So you can recall right now. If that wave was right here, behind you, if you recall, you lose that wave. You lose, because they will push fast. Because when you recall, this wave right here, Kai'Sa will immediately push. But when you recall, the wave is in Africa. They need to wait the wave to come in the middle. So what I'm telling you right now is, if you're very low in a case like this, if the next wave is very close to you, like here, or above, like anywhere here, usually if it's cannon wave, it's really good because you're not gonna lose very much. But if the wave is below this line, like you see the middle between this tower and tower here, if it's below this line, you should in most cases recall without a problem if it's non-cannon. Of course, it will depend also on the champs, because it depends on, because you can say, okay, Twitch doesn't have wave clear, but if Twitch has static shiv or severe, or there are some champions that, you know, they don't respect these rules. But in most cases, you'll be fine. The point is, you shouldn't recall here. And if you recall, you still have time even if it's not cannon. This is the biggest misunderstanding you had on the wave the whole game. Oh, I need to recall on a cannon, I need to recall on a cannon, I need to recall on a cannon. No. Do you have enough gold for BF Sword? No. Can you pressure the Kai'Sa and the tower? Yes. Okay, then you should stay. Fuck that cannon wave. It doesn't matter. You should look to pressure. Because that's why you have this win rate. You have 1000 games. You see this? Literally the same amount of win and lose. Why? It's because you're not consistent. It's because you have a day where you win 10 games in a row. You completely dismantle, stomp, destroy everything. You feel like Gumayushi. The next day, you're feeling like a bronze player. You have no influence. You lose every game. And this is why. Because your gameplay is very coin flip. And you're not doing the right thing with your champ. So recall timings is what we need to fix. Understanding when we can pressure based on the minions and when we can recall based on the next wave. Here, you come back in the lane. What should we do if we are 1 versus 2? How do we play 1 versus 2?
I would say try to get them at least the XP and don't get chunked.
Okay, sure. So play safe, basically.
Yeah. But
okay.
I sort of did not do that in that part of the game.
You gotta be very careful because you're 1v2. That doesn't mean you never hit them, but that means you only hit them if it's like really safe, right? If it's like really free. So let's see. Like now, tell me a bit more about the wave.
It's pushing to them.
So how do you feel about this wave? And how does Kai'Sa feel about this wave? Sorry.
Kai'Sa feels good about this wave. She should just let it push and freeze on me and then I can play.
Perfect.
I feel bad about it.
So now you try to... That auto attack was good. Like don't fight it because you're 1v2, but that auto attack was free. And looks like they don't pressure you, which is very good. Okay, they use the Q of Zillion, so now they don't have Q of the Zillion. So they don't have the double bomb to pressure you, to stun you. So judging that Kai'Sa is backing off. Look at Zillion is also backing off. You're level 3, they're level 2. They don't really have a way to jump on you because they don't have Zillion Q for 5 more seconds. So what should you do right now?
Maybe push the wave.
True, why?
So then the wave resets.
Exactly. You are 1 versus 2. You are 1 versus 2. First of all, you did recall when you shouldn't recall. You remember this when you didn't. So someone would say, "Oh, what can I do if my stupid pike is gonna roam?" You created this. You created this sequence when he went mid, and because he went mid, he stayed again. You created this because you recalled. So if you play better and you stay in the lane and you have better wave management, you can make him stay. So yeah, this is a bad situation if they are good. The problem is Zilean tries to Q, hits it, and now she has no Q. How much? You have a little bit of a problem with the cooldowns, but how much cooldown is Zilean Q?
It's around 8 seconds.
Okay, tell me like Soraka Q.
I have no idea.
Karma Q. Brand W. Anything that you know. Anything.
I have Blitzcrank Q. It's close to 20 seconds, like.
Okay.
17?
Yeah, we talked about that in the first game, but what about the range supports?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Give me a guess.
Right, Karma Q around 8 seconds.
Okay, so mages champions, range champions, they have around 10 seconds, and melee champions typically have around 15 to 20. Okay? So that's like a baseline. So this guy, he has no Q because, well, he just used it, so he has no Q. So right now, he's very stupid because he doesn't have double bomb. He can't really double bomb you. He can't really stun you. So now you have the edge of 10 seconds. Now you still have 7 seconds, 6, 5, and you have to invest this into something, whether you hit them. But if you hit them, you don't get anything because you don't kill them. Pyke is mid, so you need to invest this into pushing the wave because you don't want to stay here in this wave state. You said it, it's a bad wave state. She's happy. So a good player would just stay here, try to Q the wave because Zilean has no Q. You'll use this time that you have because he has no Q to actually push the wave, to get this wave state in the middle, to get the waves in the middle. Because what I'm gonna show you right now is a pure platinum gameplay. Pay attention to your click. What is the worst thing you can do right now?
Go back.
True. What else? Give me more.
Attack them, maybe?
Yes.
Them.
Why? Is it bad?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Because I need to
True.
push the wave.
Yes, and why is it bad to attack them?
Because then I lose my time, my window to push the wave.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you attack them, you can't kill them because you're 1v2, so it doesn't really matter or you attack. Pay attention to your cursor. Your cursor tells me just your behavior and your body language. It's like, let's say you're a master in, I don't know, dating girls, and let's say I'm very antisocial and you try to coach me on how to, you know, approach girls, and the way you see me going to approach a girl is I'm so insecure, I'm so like nervous, I'm so like, based on my body language you can tell that I'm so fucking shit with girls. Based on your gameplay, based on your body language, I can say that your body language is very shit and you have a bad game plan. Why? Pay attention to your click. This is fine. Pay attention to the next click right here. Oh, where are we going? You see that? Small, but big for me. Because this is like, I want to punish you. Why? Punish who? 1v2? With double buff? When you're fucked with the wave and they can just keep the wave here. You're on a timer that Zilean has the Q. This is the moment. This is your time to shine. And you missed it. And now they go in. Because they have the double bomb. You got lucky that they're very bad. They didn't really try to pressure you. But yeah, this is basically the problem right here. Wave management, recall timings, wave management. And now, yeah, Pyke is still top for 4 minutes. Nothing you can do. Well, you can play the first 2 minutes better, which means he will never roam. Because you just win the lane. But now it's, they are low because they tank the wave. So it's like, it's more playable right now. And now you hit them, of course. And I like this. You're like, oh, I'm gonna slow push. Why is slow push good here?
My plan was to wait on the next wave, but it's way far. But just slow push till the next wave arrive, so I can crash and get a recall.
Okay.
That was my
Perfect. So if I'm Kaisa right now and Caitlyn recalls, how do I feel about that?
pretty good.
True. Why?
Because I just if I'm Kaiser, Caitlyn gave me an out, so I can just play the game normally. I don't have to be harassed and under tower.
Perfect. So what should you do? How do we want to play this?
I should push the wave and harass them.
Exactly.
I have more HP than them.
You need to,
It's pretty low.
when you play the game,
You need to always say, like, okay, I want to recall, I want to recall, I want to recall. It's like, okay, you want to recall, but do you need to recall more? Or does the 200 HP Kaisa need to recall more? You have 800, exactly, you have 800 HP, she's 200 HP. I mean, don't get me wrong, even if you would have your item like BF sword or some shit, I would stay and shit on this guy. If I can. If she's full HP, I would get the free recall. But if she's low and I can pressure, I would do it. So here you're slow pushing, so we're waiting for a big wave. I mean, that's not bad. If you can touch the tower or kill them under the tower, it's better to just crush. Like right now, when Pyke is here, you can just push hard. Because if they stay in the tower and you put the traps behind tower, they can't play, they can't farm, they're dead, or they lose plates. But anything from these options is very good. So what I'm saying is, if she's full HP and you're slow pushing multiple waves, big wave, so you can crush a big wave in the tower, that's usually better. But if she's already low, then you can kill her under the tower. Or if she's like 200 HP, 300 HP, 250 HP, and you can kill her under the tower, or you can easily take plates, hit plates without losing much, you should always crash like a psycho, just push like a psycho. Because you want to keep her in the lane. The moment I saw here, I was like, what is Kaisa gonna do right now? So just Q the wave, push. Make her stay. Make her stay. Make her be like 1 HP into the lane. Or try to stop her equal. Anything, but don't just chill like, oh, I'm gonna chill. She's coming, she's coming. Don't just chill. And you all of a sudden you pushed, but you see, it was so delayed and the next wave just arrived. Look at this. The next wave is here. So what the biggest point in this game is, you played Caitlyn so safe, vegetarian Caitlyn, never hit them, never, like very super safe. Super like, don't hit them, play safe, I'm gonna scale. You can play Vayne if you wanna play like this. You can play Twitch. Caitlyn can be ahead in the lane. And now, would I recall? I wouldn't recall, because look at your gold and look at your items. You have 800 gold, you don't have the BF sword, and look at your mana and HP. You're not that bad. Okay, sure, you would need a bit of mana, but you can still stay in the lane for the BF sword. Yeah, it's pretty screwed, because Kaisa should never be able to recall. Kaisa should be in the lane, getting shit on. So you can stay pressure, 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 pressure. Because now, again, same thing. Let's press tab and let's see the farm. I really want to see. So she has 38 farm and I have 39. Yeah. Super, super important. And now she's this HP. So what should we do right now?
Push.
Yeah, because she's below 50%. So can you hit the tower reliably, or can you get plates, or can you kill her? Well, she has this HP, so we can. Okay, it's stupid to push fast if she's full HP or like 80%. I want to make a huge wave, and when I crash, I want to punish her every time she goes for minions. But now, since she has 500 HP, it's enough for me to just push fast and try to pressure, especially because there is no threat of the jungle. Jungle is mid, word, so I can just fast push. Yeah, here you just fast push. So it's these windows where you can play more aggressive, you can pressure more. Yeah, like this. This is the first time when you actually push the wave and you punished. First time in 7 minutes. Good. Good. Barrier down. Put the trap. Boom. She steps in the trap. This is the first time you played the lane, you guys. She should feel so shit. She should want to have to alt F4 her life in this matchup. So here, push, push, push.
You guys just kept pushing.
Because if you wait, she can recall again. You're waiting for what? For the next wave that is here, that is right here to come. Yeah, just push. And now I would ulti the Kai'Sa, because best like, okay, maybe he's gonna tank it, but if he tanks it, he's still gonna get a bit chunked. If he doesn't tank it, then she doesn't die, but she doesn't need to die. She's like really low HP. Yeah, so this was the main.
In this case, it would be better if she didn't die.
Yeah.
For my ult.
Yeah.
Because then I can just keep her on the line.
Yeah.
And she has to make a choice: either lose the wave, die, and lose the wave.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that this is basically what we need to focus until the next session. I mean, there are a lot more mistakes. Like it's probably gonna be like like half more hour because you have a lot of things that you're missing. But I feel like it's better to keep it simple.
Okay.
And you improve this mistake, and next time we keep working on it, because we already stayed an hour and a half. So this, I think it was a very, like, this is pretty straightforward.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.